Hello fellow scale modelers, welcome back to another video. It's your host Ray. Today we will be reviewing a diorama of the 1/87 scale Thunderbolt Siren kit produced by Ralph Ratcliffe Models. It does say HO scale in the titles, so 1/87 scale is the same size as HO scale, if you guys were confused by that. This won't be the typical review that I usually do of this kit because this particular diorama is based off of a Thunderbolt that existed in real life. Well, it exists at the time that I post the video, but any later than January of 2020, it no longer exists because it was removed and replaced by a system of 2001 130s. This particular siren was located in Evanston, Illinois at Evanston Fire Station 3, and I went to go see it go off for the April 2019 monthly test. Link to the recording that I made is in the description if you guys want to go see that. But yeah, this won't be a typical review. I'll just point out a few details and then go over the history of the siren, and that will be the video. I won't go over any building processes, yet I will go over a few blemishes that I did notice with this this particular kit. So without further ado, let's begin. Let's start up with the Siren Head. Everything is standard with the Siren Head. Let me zoom in to capture some details. This little black oval shape thing here, or if I can steady my hand, that is the ID badge that displays the information about the siren, as well as, its serial number, the variant, the electricity it takes, and all that good stuff. And then here is a civil defense logo that I did kind of screw over, but I just left it at that after like 5 tries of trying to paint the civil defense logo. It was kind of hard. Oh god, it won't allow me to bring you guys a little bit upward. Yeah, here's the horn and screen assembly. Nothing too crazy about that, just the screen that is included in the kit. Let's see this side here. This is what it looks like from this angle. You will notice a little indentation in the chopper cap. There was actually quite a big hole in the chopper cap, and I had to fill that up with model putty, because it was such a big hole and that would screw over the model itself. There are a lot of inconsistencies like that with these mini Thunderbolt kits because they are really small. I'll show you guys this particular kit compared to a ruler, but yeah, this is it compared to a compared to 1 inch. So if you guys are confused by that, that's how small it is. So yeah, it's pretty tiny. Over on this side of the rotator, we have another civil defense logo, a lot better than the other side. So yeah, that's cool. And as we get lower on onto the pole, here is the conduit that goes down to the RCM cabinet. It is connected to the RCM cabinet because the RCM cabinet has the motor starters that turn on the chopper motor and rotator motor that allow the Siren Head to operate. Let's move on to the controls. Here are the controls. Here you see the white box is the FC one-way controller, which acts as a decoder, and it tells the RCM cabinet to essentially start up. It also runs the alert and attack signals that the siren can perform. The RCM cabinet is the yellow box. I can't really point it out with my precision tweezers because my hands are kind of unsteady. Here's the civil defense logo and the ID badge on there. I'm not sure what the ID badge says on there because I haven't zoomed into it and taken pictures of it, and we likely will never know because it's going to be taken down really soon. Down below this little brown box is the power disconnect switch. So if it is in the on position, then power is going to the siren, and if it's in the off position, then it's disconnected. Also, you can see the wire that goes up to the Siren Head right here. The wiring and all that stuff is nearly a perfect match to the real one. Just saying, I didn't do this at random. Here you can see the conduit going down to the blower to let the blower operate. It continues behind the blower pipe and down into the blower, where it goes to operate the blower motor. And I did try painting good Thunderbolt logos on the blower, but of course that didn't go very well. This conduit right here actually doesn't have to do anything with the siren. It's just a junction box that goes up to the street light that is on the siren pole. That's a feature with 2 of the 6 Evanston Thunderbolts, which the other one that has this street light is located at Evanston Fire Station 4. For some reason, they have street lights attached to their poles, which is kind of interesting, but also kind of peculiar because I've never seen that before. Yeah, so here's the blower. Here's the concrete pad that the blower sits on, and here's the ground. For the leaves effect that I used here, I actually didn't use any model kit stuff. I used oregano from my kitchen. I will warn you, it smells really strong at first, but I had to apply like 3 layers of spray glue for the smell to be suppressed, so I will warn you of that. And at last, there's this little cylindrical structure here that is just filled with leaves, and it's just sitting there. So I don't know what its purpose is, and nor do I know if it even serves a purpose, or if it did serve for any purpose. Here's the other side of the blower. Here is this spray paint mark here. It is actually graffiti that I noticed on the blower when I went to go see it in April, and I felt like including it here. On your screen right now, you see a picture of the graffiti itself. This is my picture from when I visited the siren in April. Here we see this white wire is actually PVC pipe on the real life thing, and then there's normal conduit going to the power disconnect. Both of these go to the power disconnect switch. I have no idea why though. Now for some history about the siren. If you do not want to be informed about the history of the siren, you may stop watching the video now, but if you want to continue, feel free to do so. The siren was installed in the year 1955 or 1956, and it was also manufactured sometime in those years. It was installed by the city of Chicago as an extension to their civil defense siren system for the Cold War. And afterwards, in the 1980s, Chicago decided to remove their civil defense system, but the city of Evanston decided to keep the sirens that Chicago had installed for them, and Evanston ended up refurbishing the sirens and reinstalling them to their current locations today. They have been operating for over 65 years, and they're in pretty decent condition for their age, and they're going to be replaced later in 2019 or early 2020. So, yeah, they won't be around with us very long. I personally got to see 4 of the 6 Thunderbolts operating for a monthly test. One of them was this one here, located behind Evanston Fire Station 3. The other 3 that I got to see operate were at Evanston Fire Station 4, the Evanston Fire Station 2, and the Evanston Police Department Thunderbolts. So, yeah. That's basically it for this video. A few other things that I did not mention, which are processes on how I built things, are in the description, so I'll be sure to read that, as well as links to purchase this siren and the video and the recording that I made of the siren in April. Anyway, that's it for this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Be sure to share this to other people that may be interested, and I will see you later.